Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Janet. Today we're going to be doing a 20-minute cardio Pilates workout to lift your heart rate as well as tone and strengthen the rest of your body. Now all you need for this video is a resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, feel free to grab a weight or use nothing, or some people actually replace the resistance band with an old pair of pantyhose, which will do the job. As always, if you like these types of workout where it's a combination of cardio and tone, please let me know in the comments below, like this video and subscribe to support this little channel grow. Now grab your resistance band team and let's get started.
All right team, we're going to start standing with the resistance band about shoulder width apart with a little bit of resistance. First move coming up is a step touch with the arms lifting up above the head, starting to warm through your shoulders and your legs. So very basic move right now, coordinating your arms and legs. So every time the legs move side to side, you are just lifting the arms up nice and straight. Not too much strain at the moment because depending on where you are at, you might have just woken up, started your exercise, so don't go too heavy as yet. All right, coming into your 10 seconds rest, feel free to keep the move going if you want. Otherwise, just take your moment to rest. Make the strap just a little bit shorter now. As you can see, I'm stepping out wide into a squat position, even in the legs. Each time I step out, my arms are going to start to open wide to the side. So we're going to start to activate your shoulders as well as a little bit deeper into your legs, waking up your quad muscles and your glutes. Tummy muscles always pulled in towards the spine. As you drop into the squat, your bum will just push back a little bit. All the weight is in your heels, not too much in your toes. So that way you're using the right muscles to squat. All right, we're resting for that 10 seconds for me. I'm going to turn my body towards the right side, taking the arms up above my head, and I'm going to draw the knee in towards me, and the arm will pull down to tap towards the thighs. Standing leg always has that little bit of bend in it, team. Remember to always keep your knees nice and safe, not to hyperextend. Your joints don't like to be pulled out that much. And also with the bent leg, it starts to work on those little stabilizer muscles, those muscles that you use to basically keep your body nice and balanced, which is important for the body. Good. All right, 10 seconds rest now. All right, let's focus in on those shoulders. Make your strap nice and narrow with some tension on, and we're taking the arms out for 2 counts and then 2 counts in. So it goes wide, widest, and then narrow, narrower. So don't bring your hands too close together. That sounded really weird, going narrow, narrower. All right, it goes wide, wide, in, out, out, in. So when your hands come in to relax, it just sort of sits in front of the shoulders and then it opens up a little bit wider. If you're not feeling this in your shoulders and back, you need to probably make your straps and resistance a little bit tighter because you start to get a little bit fatigued in the shoulders towards the end of that 50-second round. If not, you know what to do. We are here to work out. All right, perfect. So don't take it too easy on yourself unless you've got injuries. All right, coming over to the left-hand side, arm comes up, knee comes in. Remember your front leg, the one that is staying still, is bent. And you pull the knee right in. Try to get that knee right up towards the hip line or a little bit further up for me. foot is just a light touch. My heels barely touch the ground. I just touch the toes and then come straight back in because we want to make it nice and fast for me. Good. All right, have your 10 seconds rest. I'm going to make that strap a little bit longer. Step it on with my right foot, not halfway, but maybe 3/4 of the way. And I'm going to take my opposite arm onto the strap and step it into a lunge. So that left leg is stepping out into a bend, right leg stays straight, and left arm pulls up past the shoulders. This works your outer thighs as well as your inner thighs and the shoulder mobility. Keep your hips facing forward and your shoulders quite even. It is the arm striking up. If you've got a hard resistance bands, which I know some of you do, then just step on the strap a little bit more longer to start. Or maybe you don't take your arms as high up. I know in some places there's these straps that are black. They tend to be the most strongest depending on what brand you're getting. Good. All right, taking a rest. All right, we're taking the right hand onto the strap. The right foot is still stepping on it. I'm going to add a little balance now into your lives. So as your back leg, the left leg lifts, your right arm is going to pull forward. Tap the back toes down towards the ground, just a light tap. Your right leg has a little bit of bend as always, yeah? Try not to lock it in place. I know some of you balance better with a dead straight leg, but that doesn't work your stabilizing muscles and glutes. Also, it puts a lot of strain on your joints over time. And you want to be kind to it. Good. So think about lifting your arm and toes upwards at the same height so you create this diagonal line. Tricky for balance here. All right, perfect. Still hold on to the hand in the same side on the right. Right leg is still stepping on. We're going to drop down into a squat and push the arms up, and your left leg is going to lift. So your right arm now will start to get more fatigued because you've been using it twice. Firstly to lift forward and now to lift straight up to the roof. Start to activate your hip flexor muscles, that hip joint with the height of that leg. Tummy muscles pulled right in as your arms shoot up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop into your squats. Good. All right, have that rest there. We're moving on to the other side. So same move, but just your left foot steps on it. Right hand holds onto the strap first. And we're going to step into a lunge with the right leg. Left leg is going to go straight. So careful what your legs are doing. The leg that steps out, your knee bends, but your knee always stays behind the toes because you don't want to go too deep into the angling. Also puts extra strain on the knees. Tap out lightly and then step on in. Lift the arms up high. Exhale. Using your abs and turning them on as you step wide always helps with the movement. It just keeps everything a bit more stable and lifted. Good. All right. I lost a bit of the strap there. All right, we're taking the strap into your left hand now. Your right leg is going to lift and your left arm is going to push forward onto that diagonal plane. Remember, standing leg has that bend. Squeeze your glutes on the back right side. As that leg lifts, you should hopefully feel your glutes just activating. You want to use your bum as much as possible. I got told ages ago it's a lazy muscle. It likes to sit all day. It won't actually engage until you tell it to, until you've trained your body to switch it every time you're using your legs. It's a big muscle. It can take quite a bit of activation, really. And that way it makes your legs not have to suffer as much. Alright, have that rest. We're going to keep that hand same onto the strap. We're going to drop down into that squat and we're going to start to push the arms up as you lift the leg to the side. Alright, exhale, lift and lift. Think about lifting up through the spine, crown of the head, fingertips to the roof, and then your leg kicks out to the side. Quite a fast move there just to get your heart rate lifting and body activating. We'll be coming to the floor soon to work a little bit of back and thigh work and core very soon, team. Especially if you're getting sick of standing around, you want to lie it down soon, that opportunity is coming. With the strap still in hand though, keep it with you for the entire class. That's it. All right. Coming to the ground. That's what that sign language means. We're working your back muscles. Getting your chest nice and low. Tummy muscles pulled into the spine. Strap is quite narrow. You're going to lift the arms up around the ears. Lift the chest. Squeeze the bum as you do it. And then open up the arms a little bit wider. So it activates your shoulders, your upper back, and a bit into your lower back. Keep your feet on the ground. I do see a lot of people in class, when the arm lifts, they naturally just lift their legs because I think it must help them if they don't have that mobility in their back yet. But you are aiming to keep your isolation in the upper back area, which is why we keep thighs on the ground, feet on the ground. Extend out from the shoulders there. My option is not to lift as high if your back is feeling a little bit niggle, you can't raise it. Alright, have that rest, shuffle out the hips if you need to. Find that back muscles is good to work on, especially if you sit around all day hunching over. Alright, we're going for a swim. Arms lifted up, kicking the legs. Now option is here, if your back doesn't like it so much, take your hands down on the ground, keep your chin on the floor and just focus on the legs today, just kicking, extending out through the toes. See as I kick, my thighs are lifted off the ground. You want to keep that same sort of height from the thighs. Squeezing your bum. Arms lifted up is the next leveling to make it harder, of course, with some tension in the arms. But you can always drop it down as I did just then. If you start to get tired, drop. Always in these exercises, I say think about making your body longer rather than higher, and naturally your legs generally lift a little bit. Alright, swimming at home. Good work. Pull it back into that child's pose a little bit just to release out that lower back. Now come over to the right hand side. Your top leg, the left, will have the band around it. Toes flexed in, and then we're going to lift up and down. So ideally your bottom arm is acting as a pillow and you're resting your head on top. That way it keeps your neck in line with your spine. Try not to curl your body in, but actually pull your torso out so you feel like there's a little bit of space underneath the waist. That leg is lifting to the diagonal and we're just dropping it down so it comes into the middle line. Notice how the two legs never touch because you want to keep the tension on the top leg. If this gets too much for you, feel free to do the same exercise with no strap around the foot. It still works just as effectively. Good work. All right, have that 10 seconds rest. We're about to kick that leg out into a side donkey kick. So you're lifting the leg into a diagonal line first, and then you're bending the knee almost towards your elbow on that top arm. See how the knee comes in close towards the elbow on the diagonal? I push it out. Toes are still flexing in. So you're not pressing the foot downwards or even horizontal, but you're kicking it slightly on the up. Hold on to the strap. Try not to lift the arms off the ground as the strap moves, because you want to keep that little bit of tension on the strap the whole time rather than relaxing it. I hope your glutes are getting sore now, because mine are, but this is a very good isolation for your glutes. Good work. Have a moment. Alright, I think there's just one more here. We call this the rainbow. This time the toes are pointed. Unless you get cramps in the calves, then don't. Have a still flex, but it just goes forward to the front of your mat, lift up to the back of your mat. Forward and back is all we need to go. Making sure you lift up high in the middle. Alright, doesn't matter how wide your rainbow goes. What matters is that you've got that little bit of lift in the middle, because that's the area that isolates the top of the thigh there towards the bum area. Hopefully you are feeling that bit of tension. Alright, 10 more seconds, guys. It's almost done on this side. And maybe give yourself a quick tap on the glutes if you want. Alright, I'm flipping it to the other side. I'm doing the same thing. My top leg now. So I'm lying on my left. My right leg is going to do the work. Toes flexed in. Remember, hold on to the strap. We go into the middle, lift it up on the diagonal. Middle diagonal is what you want to isolate. Don't go too high up with your legs, team. It is tempting, I know, to go higher because it feels like it's a bit of a stretch. But we are going to try to keep it 45 degrees, horizontal, 45 degrees. Not many more exercises to go. We're just going to do the leg on this side and then a little bit of core, and then we are pretty much done, and I will stretch you out. All right, have a moment. I do find the other leg gets tired faster, mainly because you were using it already when you're lying down on the other side. All right, so remember to hold the leg up onto the diagonal. You're going to bring the knee in towards the elbows and kick it out on the diagonal. Keep your hips stacked, team. Your tummy muscle is always pulling in towards your spine area, because as the core switches on, it also makes everything a little bit lighter and easier to do. It's just the way the body works. All right, after this round, we've just got the rainbow and a bit of ab work, and then we're done. Very quick to be finished. All right, have a moment. Toes, remember, are pointed on the rainbow if you want to. Otherwise, like I am in the video here, I am doing it as a flex toe. If you are prone to getting calf cramps or cramps at the bottom part of the legs, a pointed toe generally irritates it a little bit more. So feel free to have the foot flexed in towards your body. Last little bit of leg work. There will be just a quick stretch at the end. Feel free to do an extra one, or check out my other videos which has a post-workout stretch if you want a little bit longer. That one's only 8 minutes. Otherwise, do your own stretches. Have a moment. Here we go, lying on your back. This is it, your last exercise. So arms up in the air with the strap, legs in tabletop. As you exhale, you're going to lift your head and shoulders up, tap the strap to the thigh, legs shoot out. Now make sure your back is completely flat, which means there is no arching in the lower back. And as you lift your head and shoulders, tuck that chin a little bit towards the chest. Imagine like a peach or a rolled up sock underneath your neck there, so that you elongate out the neckline. It just helps not to build up as much strain as some people do when they do sit-up work. But this is your last little bit of exercise. So if you've got a little bit more energy, I would suggest you lower the legs closer to the ground to make it harder. If you wish, for your last 10 seconds. All right, perfect. We are done. Just hug the knees in. Let me just give you a quick stretch here. Rolling a little bit side to side just to massage your lower back. All right, so the right foot has got the strap around it if you're going to use it. And we're going to pull the leg towards you so that your hamstring stretches out. And slowly let the leg fall out to the right side. Make sure the opposite side stays planted on the ground, especially the bum. And then take the same leg over to the other side. You're just swapping hands, head looking away from your straight leg. This is a quick spine stretch, especially if you've got a little bit of irritation in your lower back. And then take that right leg, hook it over the left thigh, hug the knee in. That's for your glutes that we just burnt from all the sideline work. All right, take the strap up onto the left leg, extend your right. We're going to pull the leg close towards you, keep your leg straight, and then out to the side. To the left this time, make sure your right hip stays on the ground. And then swap hands on the strap, go the other way. Turn your head, let your lower back extend. Foot comes into your figure four, hug your bottom knee in. Of course, feel free to slow this down or repeat it because I know I'm getting quite quick through the moves because I want to just let you go soon. Link the hands, lift the chin, open up the shoulders, press the hands away, tuck the chin in, round out your back a little bit. And you are done. Thank you so much for joining me, team. I will see you on the next workout. Bye.